Hello everybody. Today I'm reviewing my current EDC knife. It's a Spyderco Native 5 sold with aftermarket scales and clip on it. Here are the stock scales. They come in this bright yellow FRN scales, very light. And here is the stock clip. The aftermarket scales are from AWT, Applied Weapons Tech, made of aluminum. The color is midnight blue. And the clip is, this clip is from a company called Lynch with their feather logo on it. And it's a deep carry. It's around $30 a clip. The stock price is around $150 US, and this upgraded version was around $240. I got a deal on mine and I got it for $150. Let me show you the dimensions first. So in a closed position, it's 4 inches or 10 centimeters. When open, it's around 7 inches or 17.5 centimeters. The blade length is 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters. And the actual cutting length is around 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters. The blade steel is Magnacut, the one that I like. It has a backlocking system, and as I already mentioned, mine has aluminum scales and a deep carry pocket clip. Why did I buy this knife? I didn't have Spyderco knives before because for some reason I didn't like most of their blade shapes, and the price was a little high for me as well. At the time, all my pocket knives were under $100 US. I've heard a lot about how good Spyderco knives are, and almost every knife enthusiast had one. So after some time, I finally decided to get one. I usually prefer smaller knives with a blade length under 3 inches. And at first, I was looking at an even smaller blade for under 2.5 inches. I found a blade shape that I liked, this blade shape. And the first knife I was looking at was a little Native, and I almost bought it. But because I prefer a Magnacut still, I hesitated for a while. And I have a friend who I spoke with about this, and he pointed me at this Native 5. It's a bit bigger, but there is a Magnacut version. And a few days later, he tagged me in a post on Facebook where someone was selling this knife in like new condition, or I think it was just an open box. So it was for $150. So here is the knife. What I like about this knife, I like almost everything. I like the Magnacut steel because of its high corrosion resistance, pretty good edge retention, and the toughness, meaning that it is less prone to chips. I like the shape of the handle. It's very comfortable. I like the deep carry clip. and the back lock. The back lock is very strong, feels like a fixed blade when opened. You can see it's like a fixed blade. Here. It's very strong. I also like that it is very hard to accidentally open in a pocket, and that's the main reason I don't usually carry button lock knives in my pockets. I prefer line locks, frame locks, and now the back lock. I like the finger choil. It's very comfortable, and this size is perfect. The jimping is good, not too sharp, but very grippy. I like this size, but that's probably the largest I would carry. I have medium-sized hands, and as you can see, a bigger one will be too big, in my opinion. I prefer a little smaller still, but I like it. The negatives, the only one thing I'd like to mention about the backlock is, although I like it, it's a little stiff to me. For example, I can Spidey flip it, but it doesn't happen all the time. I don't know why. Like this. Maybe I'm not good at it yet, or maybe there is something with the lock when it's in this aluminum scales. I haven't tried the stock FRN scales, but I might try it later. Also, if talk about the stock knife, I don't like the pocket clip because it's not a deep carry. As you can see, it's like this, and this part will stick out of the pocket if it's carried in the pocket. I prefer a deep carry, so nothing is sticking out of my pocket. And that's probably it about negatives. Oh, the price is also a negative for me. I don't think I would buy this knife for $240. Would I buy stock version for $150? I don't know. $150 is a fair price for this knife in my opinion, but it doesn't have the deep carry clip. So for me, it will be $150 plus $30 for the aftermarket clip. And $180 is probably not the amount I would like to spend on it. I would rather buy a used like new and buy the clip so I could keep the total cost for under $150. Yeah, or maybe I could find one already with an aftermarket clip. I like this knife, and it's one of my most carried knives at the moment, but I still want to try the little Native because I think the size will fit me better. But I'll wait and see if they issue a Magnacut version, or if I find a very good deal on the current version, which I think has a S30V steel. Let me show you this knife. I tried to sharpen it and make a like a mirror polished edge, and I like it because it keeps the edge for a long time. I use it every day. Not a hard use, as you know, boxes and envelopes, but I use it every day. Here are the scales. Not too grippy, but it's okay. It's not slippery. I like it in overall. I really like the back lock. I like it more than the liner lock or a frame lock because I think it feels more secure and stronger when open. So I think that will be it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time.